Carousel lights spin red and blue, cotton candy, sky so new. Every shout, every sound still echoes from the fairground. Grounds are quiet, grass grown tall, rust on gates, no music call. Still I hear a midway tune when the evening falls too soon. Echoes from the county fairground ring like laughter I once found. Every bell and spinning wheel taught my heart how joy can feel. Ticket stubs in sweaty hands, guessing weight, making plans. Ferris wheel at sunset glow, promised love we didn't know. Didn't know when lights went down we'd carry this around. Echoes from the county fairground follow me from town to town. Every song the speakers played still knows the games we played. If I could win one more cheap prize or lose my voice in cheers, I'd trade a year of grown-up days for one of those nights here. Echoes from the county fairground follow me from town to town. Every song the speakers played still knows the games we played. White dust floating in the light. Love don't measure, love just knows. That room feels smaller than before. Same old stove, same creaking floor. But when I breathe I'm a once more. Somehow some prayers never spoke out loud. They're made with hands. Grandma's hands in the flour, turning minutes into hours. Every meal a kind of power that fed us. Reverend strings and Sunday hums, windows open, morning comes. She'd smile soft, say help yourself, and mean it. Those grandma's hands in the flower held the house through every storm, build a world warm and sure around us. If heaven smells like anything, it's bread and time and remembering love passed down in simple things like this. Grandma's hands in the flower still guide me when I'm unsure, teaching me what matters more than words. Table cleared, the light grows dim, her love stays on my skin. Turned up sorrel, evening chill, fence posts leaning by their wheel. Names we spoke then laid aside, where the roots in silence hide. Buried by the fence row, no one looks around. Some things don't need a marker to stay in the ground. I walk a line where we still grow, count the steps from long ago. Don't say much, just let it be. Ground remembers more than me. Funny how the dirt still knows what the heart won't show. Daddy said some things don't last, dug that hole and turned his back. I was young, I didn't ask, just learned how silence acts. Buried by the fence row, with prayers we never said. Some truths live their whole damn lives between the living and the dead. Plow ever hits that spot and it brings it all to light, I hope the sun knows how to hold what we buried out of sight. They're buried by the fence row, ain't shame, it's time. Just a chapter laid to rest on the far side of the line. Still, crows don't sound, fence row keeps the ground. Sunlight through the dusty window shines. The floorboards creak like old familiar rhymes. I hear the laughter from the kitchen still. Mama's voice, the warm biscuits, the morning chill. The farmhouse walls remember every song, every story we live, every place we belong. Echoes of the farmhouse whisper through the halls. The smell of hay and coffee, pictures on the walls. Every creak and shadow holds a memory so true. Echoes of the farmhouse take me back to you. The swing by the oak still sways in the breeze. Grandpa's old boots under the apple trees. Sunsets glow where the barn once stood tall. I can almost hear the old dog's soft call. Time moves on, fields turn golden brown, but the echoes linger when the sun goes down. I close my eyes, I'm back where I belong, in that farmhouse, in that love so strong. Echoes of the farmhouse whisper through the halls. Smell of hay and coffee, pictures on the walls. Every creak and shadow holds a memory so true. Echoes of the farmhouse take me back to you. Old pine post, knife marked skin, letters crooked, cut and thin. Weathered wood still knows our names long after we outgrew the flame. Carved names on a fence post, swore we'd never change. Time took a hammer to those words, but the scars still stay. I lean there now with older hands, same dirt road, different plans. Grass grew tall where we once ran. Life don't wait like we once did it. Funny how a promise holds even when it breaks. Barely dark, July heat, borrowed knife and shaking knees. You laughed, said make it deep, like love was built to bleed. Carved names on the fence post, hearts too young to know that forever's just a word till the leaving starts to show. If I could sand those letters smooth, trace them one last time, I thank them for the truth they taught about your heart and mine. those carved names on the fence post. Those carved names on the fence post. Ain't a shame, ain't a boast. Just prove that once upon a time we loved hard, we loved close. Rain may fall, wood may split, but those names won't quit. Shake it once, then let it be. Tiny town inside of me. White flakes learn to drift and stay. A snow globe memory. A shelf collects another year. Dust and light replace the cheer. I turn it slow, the room feels small. Winter finds me again. Funny how the quiet shake makes time wake. Snow globe memory, shaking free. Every piece of yesterday falling back to me. Christmas lights in Grandma's den. Radio hums, it's snowing then. I'd hold the world in both my hands, watch it settle. That snow globe memory, clear and slow, teaching me the prettiest things don't last but glow. Before the silence came, I'd let the snow fall one more time without a name. The snow globe memory breaks and heals, even when the flakes are gone. The feeling's real. Set it down, let a winter rest. World goes still inside my chest. laughing rides on dusty air. Wheels complain but don't care. Going nowhere, getting there on memory lane. I pass that field on a county road. Corn's all gone, the barn's been sold. But every fall my heart still knows that sound. Funny how a simple ride can take you back in time. Harry rides through memory lane, straw in our hair, laughing in vain. Old songs hum in the wooden frame of a trailer pulled by yesterday. Friday night, flannel and boots, hands held tight under harvest moon. Cold air biting, hearts brand new. Back then, those hair rides through memory lane, bumpy roads, but we love the pain. Every mile a name we claim on memory lane. If I could climb back on that ride, wouldn't ask for a smoother line. Just one more laugh, one more night in the dark. Lanterns sway, someone sings, stars lean in to listen. Finally rides through memory lane. They don't roll forward, they remain, teaching hearts to feel again. What time can't change. We'll slow down, but the ride stays. Yellow hands in summer green, wishes whispered, never seen. Dandelions of long ago, blue-eyed dreams in rows and rows. We didn't know which way they'd go, we just let them fly. Walk that fence where we once ran, boots a little heavier now than then. The field feels small, the sky still can hold me. Funny how the smallest things remember everything. Barefoot circles in the yard, counting stars before it's dark. Every wish was falling hard from our hands. Those dandelions of long ago carried hope we couldn't hold. Every seed a story told before goodbye. Maybe some are growing still on roads we never meant to fill. Maybe that's the magic will finds a way. One deep breath, eyes closed tight, let it go. Dandelions of long ago taught my heart what letting go really means and how to grow. In the wind, yellow fades to silver gray, but the wish don't fade away. Rattling seats and dusty roads, laughter loud, nobody owes. That yellow sound still follows me, echoes of the old school bus. I drive my kids past that same bend, same tall trees but thinner friends. They wave goodbye with sleepy eyes, and I swear I hear my younger self inside. Echoes of the old school bus carry dreams and trouble dust. Every mile we learn to trust who we were before we rushed. Backpack, heavy pockets like bubble gum and paper fights for crushed notes on folded lines. Last stop meant we still had time. Didn't know those noisy days were the quiet ones I'd crave. Echoes of the old school bus, every joke, every fuss, now they live inside my head long after those roads are dead. If I could ride it one more mile, I'd sit back, shut my mouth and smile. Let the future wait its turn. Let those lessons take their time. teach me here and now how to laugh and slow it down. Engine hums then fades away, but those echoes always stay. Back and forth on the creaking floor, evening light through the screen door. Every sway hums an old refrain. Grandpa's rocking chair sings again. Chair still there by the window pane. Paint worn thin, but it feels the same. I sit a while, let the world slow down. Listen close to that gentle sound. Funny how the quiet knows things no sermon ever told. Grandpa's rocking chair song never needed words. Taught me how to wait my turn and listen more than heard. He'd rock soft with a knowing smile, say stay put, let it take a while. Didn't preach, didn't raise his tone. Let the silence lead me home. Grandpa's rocking chair song played from dusk till dawn. Every creak a lesson learned on how to carry on. If I ever rush too fast or forget what matters true, I slow my steps and hear that chair rock me back to you. That grandpa's rocking chair song still rocks me today, teaching me the strength it takes to move slow on the way. Night moves in, chair sways long, time hums low, a song. Wooden wheels on a dusty lane, every creek calls out a name. I've been carrying who I was in a wagon full of memories. I pull it slow through changing days. Some things lost, some things stay. Can't haul it all, but I try, choosing what gets to ride. A wagon full of memories, heavy every mile, every bend tells me where I've been. Hand-me-downs and laughter loud, old quilts folded, promises vowed, packed with hope and stubborn dreams, more than what it ever seemed. Funny how the weight I bear feels lighter when I care. A wagon full of memories ain't meant to race or flee, it just rolls at its own pace, like a life that learned to be. If I stop and let some go, it don't mean they're gone. Some things right inside my chest when the wagon's drawn. If I stop and let some go, it don't mean they're gone. Some things right inside my chest when the wagon's drawn. The wagon full of memories don't need shiny wheels or speed, just a road, a little faith, room for what I need. Wheels roll on, daylight dims, memories hum like hymns. Pine trees sway, afternoon thins, wind hums soft between the limbs. Before I see him, I already know that whistle through the pines. Grandpa's whistled through the pines, never hurried, never loud, carried more than just a tune, carried where we're bound. Trails grown over, boots are new, but that sound still cuts me through. I stop and listen, half my mind, walking back in time. Funny how a breath of air shows you care. Hands in pockets, easy stride, sun at his back, world outside. He'd whistle low, let worries go, teach me things he'd never say. Grandpa's close the day. Let us know the work was done, and it's okay to stay. If I ever lose my way or talk too much too fast, I listen for that simple tune that still knows how to last. That whistle through the pines of his lips, quiet inside me, reminds me strength don't need a shout, just honesty. Wind moves on, pines still sway, whistle stays this way. Ticking top and wooden walls, the afternoon light on crochet shawls. Every second learn to stay in Grandma's house. Grandma's clock still ticking, same old sound, keeps the past right where it was, safe and found. The house is quiet, keys in hand. I don't visit like I planned, but that clock still counts me in when I step back then. Funny how the slowest things mean everything. Sunday naps and lemon tea, stories told repeatedly. I'd watch that hand go round and round, thinking time was ours. Grandma's clock still ticking through the years, measuring the love we had, not the fears. If I ever rush the day or wish the hour's gone, I remember how she smiled, said, "Child, it's just moving on." Grandma's clock still ticking inside my chest, teaching me the longest waits are often best. Tick, then tock, the house stands still. Time keeps love and always will. Photo faded in the sun, corners bent but love's not done. Smile still frozen, young and true. Time moved on, but not me and you. Found it tucked in a coffee can, shoebox letters, rubber band. Your hair was wild, mine too neat. Summer dust around our feet. Funny how a picture knows every place my heart still goes. Mama's porch, that old wide rail, Daddy laughing, telling tales. We didn't pose, just stood around. Caught mid-life, no perfect sound. A photo faded in the sun, held together, coming undone. Every line that time has drawn still leaves your face when the light is gone. If I could step inside that frame, I'd stay right there, avoid the change. Let the years just pass me by like dust across a summer sky. Now it's taped to my dashboard light, riding shotgun every night. When the road feels cold and long, it reminds me where I'm from. Photo faded in the sun, lost its color, not the love. Some things break, some things stay, even when the world turns gray. Yeah, time may run, but that picture stays. Floor on the countertop, radio low, never stops. Morning sun through lace curtains, teaching time how to soften. Grandma's apron strings tie the world to me. Every night was love I didn't have to see. Apron folded in a drawer, kitchen quieter than before. Still I swear I feel her near when I tie mine standing here. Funny how the smallest thread pull you home instead. I tucked twice when days fell long. She'd hum half a gospel song. Didn't know what safe could be till those strings were holding me. Grandma's apron strings wiped my tears in hands, taught me how to face the world by how she'd stand. If I ever lose my way or forget how kindness claims, I remember who I am by those worn out string. Those grandma's apron strings never letting me go. Even now they're guiding me more than they'll ever know. Naught comes loose, love still brings. Home feels like string. Rusty hum in the break of dawn, diesel dreams and a baseball cap. Every field had a melody, Grandpa sang it on that old tractor. That machine's parked by the barn, tire low but the paint's still proud. I hear his tune in the engine knob when the world gets too loud. Grandpa's tractor song rolls slow but strong, taught me work ain't just for pay. It's how you love all day. Sun of sweat on an open field, grease-stained hands, a crooked grin. Tap time on the steering wheel, like the land was listening. Didn't know I was learning life, one furrow at a time. Grandpa's tractor song, simple notes but long. Every mile it rolled along, carried right from wrong. If I ever forget where I stand, or why I still believe, I follow tire tracks through the dust, back to what he gave to me. If I ever forget where I stand, or why I still believe, I'll follow tire tracks through the dust, back to what he gave to me. Jar light by the river bend, summer nights will never end. We carved the dark with open hand, back when life was just a plan. Fireflies long ago lit up paths we didn't know. Every wish we let them go still glows inside my soul. Now the nights are quiet still, porch light hums on broken dreams. Kids don't chase the dark no more, or maybe that's just me. Barefoot running through the yard, mama yelling don't go far, laughing till the moon got tired. We were young and wired with fire, didn't know those sparks would fade or come back this way. Fireflies long ago taught us how to shine, then go. Little lights in mason jars made us feel like shooting stars. If I could catch one more tonight, I'd wish for less regret. Let it glow, then set it free, like everything I never cared. Fed off flies from long ago, still know places I don't show. When the world feels cold and slow, they remind me who I was. One by one, they dim the sky, never say goodbye. Wooden steps in a single boat, dust and beams, the air gone still. One small wheel won't turn no more. In the attic, a broken toy truck in the attic, rusted red, hauled my dreams from room to room. Before I knew where I was headed, boxes labeled keeping old. Funny what we never sold. I hold it like it might still run if I believe enough. Funny how the smallest things outlast everything. Gravel driving afternoon, dirt packed roads inside my room. I'd crash it once, then tape it twice. Swore it'd be just fine. That broken toy truck in the attic never quit. It taught me how to carry on with a crooked wheel and grit. If I could win the years back slow and set that axle straight, I'd still let it break the same, so I'd learn how to wait. Toy truck in the attic still rolls on, and every road I've ever taken since that day was gone. Like light clicks off, the dust settles down. Wheels rest quiet, but the road's around. Hinges sigh in afternoon shade, roses lean, the latch half bent. Every sound comes back my way by the garden gate. Echoes by the garden gate. Call me home, words we left in open air, never gone. I don't knock like I once did. Time's taught me where to sit. I wait a second, hear my name in the quiet. Funny how the open space holds a face. Running through with muddy shoes, mama's laugh, the evening news. We'd swing that gate a little wide, let the day come in. Echoes by the garden gate, soft and true, teaching me the way back in was always. If I ever doubt this place or where I've been, I lean into that creaking sound and hear us again. Those echoes by the garden gate still remain, hoping every year I've lived like yesterday. Gate swings once, then settles late. Echo stays by the gate. Faded hearts and crooked lines, half a sun, a crooked sign. Rain don't know what it erased. Chalk on the sidewalk faded. Street looks wider than before, new paint on the neighbor's door. I step careful where we once played, like I might smudge yesterday. Funny how the light is had, leaves a mark you can't defend. Chalk on the sidewalk faded, but I still see the art. Every line we ever drew, still coloring my heart. Hopscotch dreams and counting feet, summer heat on concrete streets. We believe those stick figure plans could outlast the rain. Chalk on the sidewalk faded, wasn't meant to stay, just a borrowed bit of magic for a younger day. If I could draw one thing again before the storm comes through, I'd sketch a door that always leads back home to you. The chalk on the sidewalk faded, taught me what is true. Some things are meant forever, just long enough to move you.